Good morning, everyone. My name is Muralitharan V. Kanagaraju from CKU Perth. Welcome to this presentation, and I will be talking on the topic of how to develop students' 21st century skills that current and future project management employees seek. I prepared a brief agenda, as you see on the slide. I will start with an analogy that will set the background and then move into the gist of our topic today. I will then propose a potential approach which I think will benefit our students, and will then wrap up with a summary before opening up for question and answer session. All right, let's get started. What you see there are two photos of one Annapurna and its glacier. Mount Annapurna is one of the 8,000-meter peaks of the world, towering at 8,091 meters above sea level. I took the photos when I trekked to Mount Annapurna base camp, which is at 4,300 meters. The scenery is simply majestic, as you can see here. I will try to show some more photos as we progress. I developed this analogy based on the trekking route that climbers usually will take when summiting Mount Everest. As shown in the background picture, summiting Mount Everest isn't a straightforward process of just ascending from base camp all the way to Everest summit. Instead, the effort required is enormous, as you need to repeated cycle of ascending and descending, meaning you have to go from base camp to camp 1, come down, back to camp 2, come down, camp 3, come down. You cannot just simply go up straight away. That is a problem, because this is what we call the acclimatization process. Your body need to acclimatize. This is crucial to prevent acute mountain sickness called the AMS. Once the acclimatization process is complete, you will then be able to push for the summit. So once you have done the acclimatization, once you've done several ascending and descending repeated cycles, you are now ready to push for the summit. This analogy applicable to many aspects of a person's life, as happiness and sadness, ups and downs are all part of life. This analogy teaches us to have patience, perseverance, as success do not come served in silver plate. Okay. It requires sincere effort, repeated cycle of ascending and descending. I always share this with my students. As you can see, this is my trekking card. I went trekking to Mount Annapurna base camp. Yeah, this is just a proof. Let's now move on to the gist of this presentation. I will now look at required student skills for project management. Of course, communications is definitely there, which includes leadership, networking ability, teamwork, and so forth. In my opinion, another critical attribute is perseverance, never give up attitude. Okay. According to a report by Project Management Institute, highly sought after skills are in the area of data science, okay, innovative mindset, ability to make data-driven decisions. Now, this together forms what I call the digital transformation skills in the field of data science, artificial intelligence, and blockchain. So I repeat that the digital transformation skills that is so relevant, important for project management is, data science, artificial intelligence, and blockchain. See that again, data science, artificial intelligence, and blockchain. I am particularly interested in data science and blockchain technologies. Artificial intelligence seems very heavily aligned to computer science domain. Blockchain is a disruptive technology which is currently sweeping through the industry. As you can see here, all the industries which are affected. The biggest challenge was identified by PricewaterhouseCoopers in 2018, where they flagged the biggest barriers for blockchain adoption being regulatory uncertainty, 48%. This is an area which requires a standard to be developed to guide blockchain implementation. I am currently a member of the technical working committee with Standards Australia, who has been appointed as the lead agency by ISO Geneva to develop ISO standard 23635 guideline to blockchain governance. I think it is vital for our students to have some exposure to the digital transformation skills digital transformation skills, particularly in data science and blockchain, and also in artificial intelligence. So what is our approach? The one that I can suggest, especially for my unit, PPMB 2009, I'm currently exploring the possibility to introduce students to data science skills by way of working with a data analytical software. I'm planning to incorporate this skill in assessment 2 group work, which will align with learning objectives 3, 4, and 5. Students will acquire digital transformation skills within the domain of data science, directly aligning to learning objective 4, which is to determine management control systems for lean process capability. Now, to identify the data analytical software, I looked at Gartner's Magic Quadrant 2019 for data science software, and from there I was very impressed with the top right quadrant. The leaders here, one of the software called Quilic. Quilic software offer academic partner program in which they give access to software, either desktop or cloud version, well-developed classroom and tutorial sessions, opportunity to become certified by taking a data science certification exam. It has ample support resources such as community forums, customer support, direct access to Quilic experts. And this is open to lecturers, students, researchers. It is free, you just have to register. Now, my objective here is to add value to the PPMP 2009 unit, as I want students to walk away with some in-demand skills which will help them in landing a good job. Just imagine our students being able to generate dynamic, time-critical report for management reporting, as you see in the visualization of data shown here. Such a beautiful report. To implement this initiative, there are, however, some hurdles, but nothing too difficult to overcome as listed here. I'm particularly cautious for the need to train and raise the awareness and competency of our teaching staffs, especially our casual lecturers. Having said that, it is not that difficult, as I only took about 2 hours to familiarize with the software. If all goes well, I'm looking at term 3 2019 for implementation. Data analytical software for this unit, data sets are required. Currently, I'm talking to Australian Bureau of Statistics to see if we can get some data for that. The advantage of incorporating this is that it may help reduce plagiarism and contract cheating, as students will be analyzing localized data sets for base location Perth. For example, Perth students given Perth city data. Now, ultimately, it is my hope that our students will benefit by acquiring one of the most current digital transformation skill set. CQU will be producing job-ready students with relevant industry skill sets. So what should students do? First of all, what they need to do is plan, get ready, learn, face the challenge, never give up. Look at the surrounding, understand the environment, know the obstacles. With international students, we know their issues which include financial constraints, language ability, academic writing, and other social issues. As you can see, during my trekking, I totally underestimated Himalayas, as after just about 4 hours of trekking at an elevation of 800 meters, I fell flat on the ground. Later, there you see, flat. Later, after regaining consciousness, my guide advised me to turn back as I might risk getting AMS. But I did not give up, decided to move on, and after taking some rest, I always say, rest if you must, but never quit. This is what I tell my students. The second step is to march with confidence and perseverance. Enjoy the journey, have fun. Students should appreciate what they are learning as they are gaining industry relevant skills. The third step is always to be aware that you are acquiring digital transformation skills which will land your dream job. All you have to do now is to celebrate the success of your hard work. I will now summarize the presentation so far by saying that students must learn to develop new digital skills quickly. The skills that students acquire will become obsolete also quickly. Therefore, they must be flexible and again be prepared to learn the new skills quickly. Students must be willing to adopt ascend, descend, summit approach repeatedly. Ascend, descend, summit. Okay. I will leave you with this quote from a program and project management recruitment company from England, which emphasizes that future career and project management will use myriad delivery approaches with no single approach more dominant than the other. Skills in the domain of data science, artificial intelligence, and blockchain technologies will shape the future. We have now come to the end of the presentation. I would like to thank you for this opportunity. If there are any questions at all, please feel free to ask or email me. Thank you.